Every year, Samsung fans find themselves in the same debate. Will the new Galaxy S26 come with Snapdragon or Exynos? Reports suggest Samsung is returning to its old strategy of splitting processors by region, just like it did before the Galaxy S25 series. This news has caused mixed reactions among users, especially after enjoying a global Snapdragon launch with the Galaxy S25 lineup. So yes, the Galaxy S26 series might once again come with two chipsets, Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 and Exynos 2600, but the real question is, does it really matter anymore? Let's take a look at what's happening. According to multiple leaks, most regions like Europe and parts of Asia will get the Exynos variant, while the US and a few other countries will get the Snapdragon versions. The base model, which could be called the Galaxy S26 Pro, and the Galaxy S26 Edge will follow this split. However, the Galaxy S26 Ultra, Samsung's most premium model, is expected to feature the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 globally. Now, on paper, the Snapdragon chip often performs slightly better. It has long been considered the safer choice, especially in terms of stability and power efficiency. But if we talk about real-world performance, the gap between Snapdragon and Exynos has narrowed more than ever. The Exynos 2600 is based on Samsung's advanced 2nm process, while the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is built using TSMC's 3nm process. That 2nm advantage gives Exynos an edge in terms of efficiency and potential performance. Early benchmark leaks even show that the Exynos 2600 slightly surpasses the Snapdragon 8 Elite, the same chip currently powering the Galaxy S25 Ultra, one of the fastest phones ever made, and that's where things get interesting. The performance difference between the two chips is becoming almost invisible in daily use. Whether it's opening apps, multitasking, or capturing photos, both processors handle everything effortlessly. Unless someone is running benchmark tests or playing extremely demanding games at max settings, they won't notice a difference at all. The truth is, smartphone chips have become so powerful that they're already far beyond what most people actually need. Even devices from a few years ago, like the Galaxy S23 or iPhone 14, still perform smoothly today. The days when one chipset made a major difference in user experience are gone. So, why does Samsung continue using two processors? Part of the reason is logistics. The company manufactures its own Exynos chips and wants to use them in as many regions as possible to reduce dependency on Qualcomm. It also helps Samsung improve its in-house chip technology, which could be vital for future innovation. The dream scenario would be for Samsung to eventually rely fully on Exynos, not just to save costs, but to create a better synergy between its hardware and software, similar to what Apple achieved with its M-series chips. When Apple switched from Intel to its own silicon, the performance leap was incredible. If Samsung perfects its Exynos technology, it could experience a similar transformation for Galaxy devices. But for now, the slight difference in performance and efficiency still makes Samsung hesitant to go all in on Exynos. Qualcomm's Snapdragon chips remain slightly more optimized, particularly for gaming and thermal management, which explains why certain regions continue to get Snapdragon variants. Still, it's time for users to stop stressing over whether their Galaxy S26 has Snapdragon or Exynos inside. Both versions are extremely capable, both deliver flagship performance, and both will handle daily tasks with ease. The difference for most users is too small to notice. Even mid-range phones today deliver impressive performance. So flagship chips like Exynos 2600 and Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 are mostly competing in benchmark charts, rather than actual usability. In real life, they both provide blazing fast speeds, strong AI processing, and smooth user experiences. When the Galaxy S26 launches, the focus should be on its camera system, display improvements, AI features, and overall design, not the processor it carries. The Exynos versus Snapdragon debate has dominated the Galaxy community for years, but it's losing relevance fast. Samsung has reached a point where both chipsets deliver top-tier experiences, and that's something worth appreciating. So if you're planning to buy the Galaxy S26 but were second-guessing because of the chipset split, don't worry. Whether it's powered by Exynos 2600 or Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, you're getting an incredibly fast, efficient, and reliable device. The difference is nearly invisible, the performance is top-notch, and the Galaxy S26 will still be one of the best smartphones of its generation, no matter which processor is inside.